Good morning and welcome to Panchajanya English Point. Today we are going to discuss conditionals. It's a very confusing concept that the ordinary people get confused. Means how to use these conditionals. Conditionals is a pattern of using if you see here. Two things have been written here. About two clauses it has been written. One is subordinate clause and the other one is main clause. Now, whenever we are doing if clause, sentence will be having two clauses. Now, what is clause? What is clause? Clause means part of a sentence. Part of one sentence or part of a sentence. That means here you see, part of a sentence it may be a complete sentence or it may be an incomplete sentence. If a sentence is depending upon another sentence, that sentence or or if a clause is depending on any other clause, that clause is called a subordinate clause, and the clause which can be used independently, means which is itself a sentence, that one is called a main clause. Keep it in mind. First of all, again I am making you understand that if clause or conditionals means what? Where there is a condition. Where there is a condition, suppose if he calls me, I will go. Condition is calling of, invitation is a condition. So keep it in mind that when if clause we are dealing with, when conditionals we are dealing with, we have to see that there are two clauses are in it. One is subordinate clause and the other one is main clause. One is subordinate clause and the other one is main clause. Now main clause can be used independently and subordinate clause is a dependent clause which depends upon main clause. We will be saying, as I told you here, if he calls me, I will go. I am giving this writing here. If he calls me, I will go. Here you see in this sentence, if he calls me is an incomplete sentence, or we may say an incomplete clause. Hence, to be completed, it depends upon this clause. I will go. I will go is an independent clause. If without the support of this also, it can be established itself. But without the help of this sentence or this clause cannot establish itself. Hence, this clause is a dependent clause. This clause is a dependent clause which is a subordinate clause. Dependent clause is a subordinate clause. And I will go, which can be independently used and means can be established itself. So what happens? This one is a independent clause. This one is an independent clause. Independent clause. Now, independent clause means what? We may say the main clause, MC, main clause. So what happened? Now I think you must have got an idea about subordinate clause and main clause. Subordinate clause and main clause. And in conditionals, one subordinate clause remains there along with a main clause. Now let us see. Conditionals, first let me tell you where we people are making mistakes. In my 5 errors I have told you that many times what we are saying that if he will call me, I will go. It's a means if it will happen, if he will not go, means generally we are saying that it comes fluently from our mouth. But the thing is, what happened in both the side will not be used. How? We will discuss in this general condition type 1. So means the condition, or I may say the conditions have been typed into 4 conditions. Conditions have been typed into 4 types. What are they? Type 0, type 1, type 2 and one type 3. Later I will see, keeping in view the place I have not written. Next I will going to write. So what happened? Type 0. Type 0 what? Universal truth. If it is a universal truth or a fact. Suppose if you throw a ball up, if you comes down. Here you see, if you throw a ball up, it comes down. Here you see, will has not been used because this is a universal truth. Universal truth. If you throw a simple present, if you throw a ball up, it comes down. Simple present. If plus present plus present. Keep in mind. So means to remember it, I have given this one. If plus present tense plus present tense. If plus simple present plus simple present. Here you see, you throw simple present, it comes simple present. So if plus simple present plus simple present. So if you throw a ball up, this one is a subordinate clause, and it comes down. This one is a main clause. I think so. In conditional, keep it in mind. Type 0 deals with universal truth and says about what? One subordinate clause and one main clause. And one more thing important is if plus present tense, then one more present tense will be used. Okay? This is called a type 0, universal truth. Now come to type 1. Type 1, general condition. The sentence I was saying, if you call me, I will come. If you call me, I will come. Here you see, if you call me, you call me is present, simple present tense. If you call me, I will come. Will has been used here. So what happened? Here you see, if plus simple present plus will. If plus simple present plus will. If plus simple present plus will. In which condition? In general condition. In general condition it happens. Now see, means come to the type 2. Type 2, what has happened? Type 2 says improbable or rejected condition. Improbable or rejected condition. Here 2 things are there I am going to tell. See here what happened? You consider the first one and think that if this one is in simple past, then what will happen? Suppose if you called me, comma, I would come. Here you see, if you called me, I would come. Will has been changed into would. Will has been changed into would. Then if you call me, simple present was there. Here called me, called. Here simple present and here past. Okay, simple past. So if you called me, and accordingly will has been changed into would. Will has been changed into would. Now one more thing it happens what? If I were the Prime Minister, Prime Minister, I would change the scenario of the country. You see that if I were a bird, I would fly across the sky. If I were a bird, you see, if I were a bird, I would fly across the sky. So here you see, if I were a bird, after I were is not used. In which condition it is used? If it is an imaginary fact. If it is an imagination, we can imagine anything with I were. I were King Midas. If I were Akbar. If I were a bird. If I were a tiger. If I were a hippopotamus. If I were anything we can think of. Anything we can imagine. So what happened? If I were, then would. You see here, if plus past means where. Okay? Was where? Okay, so where means the past tense of are. If I were a bird, I would. Past simple past plus would. Means this is also means improbable or rejected condition, or this one is called, the second one is called this is an imaginative condition. Okay, we are imagining the thing. We do imagine the thing. Okay, I think up to this you have understood. Now come to type. Yes, let us see what has happened. Type 3. Type 3, if plus past perfect tense plus would have. In the last section I had told that if plus past perfect means this section is, what is this? This section is the place for subordinate clause and this place is for main clause. If the main clause is coming here, then if clause will be going there. So don't get confused that the main clause will be in the beginning or subordinate clause will be there in the later. It depends upon the formation of sentence. So if plus had plus V3 past perfect, if plus had plus V3 plus would have. How? The same thing you see, if tense of the verb is changed from simple present to past perfect, then that will to be changed into would have. Okay? How? You see, let us take that same example. If he had called me, I would have come. If he had called me, I would have come. Like that, if plus had plus V3 plus would have. How? If the doctor had reached in time, the patient would have been saved. Being saved here actually it has been passive. In passive I have written. So, if the doctor had reached in time, the patient would have been saved. Okay? So, what happened? You see, the doctor had reached. This one is past perfect. And this one is subordinate clause. And the person would have been saved. This one is man clause. You see, the person would have been saved. This is a complete sentence. It doesn't need any help to be used. The person would have been saved. But if we say about if the doctor had reached in time, this is an incomplete sentence. hence it needs the help of the main clause. This one is dependent clause and this one is independent clause. Independent clause is called a main clause and the dependent clause is called a subordinate clause. Now, so this is all about the conditionals. Remember the formula that has been written, then no problem will be there to do the conditionals. Thank you.